Someone in your family from heaven has a message. It's about money hidden in your life, and you need to hear it now. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven is showing me something connected to your family, something they never told you when they were alive. A hidden matter about money, inheritance, and opportunities buried under your name is about to resurface, and you are standing at the edge of that revelation. You may have felt a strange pull in your spirit lately, like something beyond this world is trying to get your attention. This is not imagination, it is your loved one from heaven reaching out, carrying a message wrapped in urgency. They cannot step back into the physical world, but their love for you still flows like an eternal river, and it is guiding you toward what was kept secret all along. The energy I feel is strong, and it comes with both warning and blessing. What they are about to reveal could shake your perspective, because it is not just about memories, but about something physical and material, a portion of wealth, a hidden account, a concealed inheritance meant to change the course of your journey. And this revelation is not random, it is timed perfectly for this very season of your life. A loved one in heaven is leaning in close, whispering through signs, dreams, and unusual encounters, pushing you to finally pay attention. They are telling you that what they once guarded on earth now belongs to you, and no force of darkness will be able to steal it once you awaken to its reality. But first, you must be prepared to receive it, because with revelation comes responsibility, and with hidden money comes hidden truth. There is a shadow of suspense in this message because the money is not in plain sight, it was concealed, perhaps even by design. I see an envelope, a document, or something left behind that never made its way into your hands, but heaven is making sure that time is over. What once was blocked will soon be revealed, and the obstacles that stopped you before are now being removed one by one. This family member knows you have struggled, knows the weight you've carried, and their heart aches for you even from beyond. They do not want you to walk blindfolded anymore, because they can see what is about to come, and they want you to be ready. This is more than just money, it is restoration, it is justice, and it is part of your divine path being set back into order. As I lean deeper into this message, I see that the revelation comes in layers, not all at once. At first, it may seem like a small discovery, something that doesn't make sense right away. But like a chain of doors unlocking, one truth will lead to another until you finally stand face to face with the hidden portion that was always meant for you. Do not be surprised if in the coming days you feel strange connections to old memories, items, or even conversations. These are not coincidences, they are clues being placed in your path so you can finally connect the pieces together. The one in heaven guiding this is determined that you will not miss what has your name written on it. The suspense grows heavier now, because I sense that others may have tried to keep this matter hidden. Not everyone wanted you to know about it, not everyone wanted you to receive what was left behind. But heaven's timing is greater than human schemes, and nothing that belongs to you can remain locked away forever. This is why the signs around you feel stronger than ever. Dreams are carrying messages, unexpected words from strangers are triggering deep emotions, and even the silence has begun to speak. This is how the realm of heaven communicates when something important is about to shift, and right now, that shift is all about what was hidden under your name. Your loved one is not speaking from a place of regret, but from a place of urgency. They know that if you walk forward now, with faith and with open eyes, the truth will come quickly. But if you remain distracted, this moment could pass without you realizing how close you were to uncovering what was meant to bless you. The suspense is not meant to frighten you, it is meant to awaken you. For what is coming is not a loss but a gain, not a burden but a lifting of burdens. This message is heaven's way of making sure you do not walk past your blessing while it sits silently waiting for you to claim it. Type Amen to get God's blessing 777. The weight of this message grows heavier, because the one in heaven revealing it knows the exact moment you are in right now. They see the battles you are facing, the confusion, and the unanswered questions. That is why this moment could not be delayed any longer. What was hidden must be spoken. I can feel their voice trembling with urgency, not because of fear, but because of love. They know that money hidden in secrecy has the power to affect your destiny, and if you are not aware, it could easily slip into the wrong hands. But heaven has already positioned this revelation as your shield and your key. Archangel Michael says, "Nothing that belongs to you will remain chained by the plans of others." He is standing guard over what is being revealed, ensuring that no force, no manipulator, and no hidden enemy can steal the portion you were always meant to receive. His sword of truth is cutting through the fog of secrecy right now. The family member who once walked this earth with you wants to assure you that they are standing on heaven's side, making intercession for you. They are whispering into your spirit, urging you not to dismiss the strange feelings you've been having. Every thought, every nudge, every unusual encounter is part of the divine puzzle leading you to what belongs to you. The suspense of this revelation is not accidental, it carries the weight of years of silence. I see papers that were folded, words that were never spoken, and decisions that were made behind closed doors. But the Spirit of Truth is walking into those hidden rooms, unlocking the secrets, and shining a light so strong that no shadow can remain. You may have already sensed resistance around this matter. People who avoid conversations, details that never fully make sense, or sudden changes in behavior when certain topics are raised. All of these were signs pointing to what they tried to keep from you, but now heaven is bringing it to the surface. Your family member from heaven is saying, "It was not meant to be taken from you. It was always yours." They want you to hear this clearly, because doubt has tried to convince you otherwise. They want you to walk boldly into the truth, knowing that this revelation carries both provision and healing. The timing of this message is divine. It could not have come earlier, because you were not ready to handle it then. But now your spirit is aligned, your strength is greater, and your eyes are prepared to see what was once hidden. The story of this hidden money is deeply connected to trust. Someone close to your bloodline did not trust that revealing it would benefit you, and so they hid it. But what man hides, heaven reveals, and that unveiling is already happening in your favor. Do not be surprised if names start coming back to your memory, or if documents suddenly resurface. These are not random, they are directed movements from the unseen realm, pushing you toward the evidence of truth. Your family member in heaven is guiding this so that nothing remains out of your reach. The suspense intensifies because I see both resistance and breakthrough at the same time. Resistance from those who benefited from the silence, but breakthrough from heaven's hand that refuses to let them hold it any longer. This tug of war is already being decided in your favor. Your family member is saying, "Do not fear, the doors are unlocking. Stay attentive, and the right moment will arrive sooner than you expect." Their words are marked with urgency, yet they also carry peace, assuring you that the blessing is secure. Type Amen to get God's blessing 1010. Archangel Michael says, "This message is not only about money, it is also about restoring your rightful position." When something is withheld, it is not just resources that are stolen, but dignity, peace, and the flow of your destiny. Heaven is determined that those things will be returned to you in full measure. The one speaking from heaven has been waiting for this exact season. They watched over you through trials, saw the tears you shed in silence, and knew this moment would be the turning point. And now, the turning point has arrived. You are standing at the edge of divine revelation. I see their hands stretching out in the spiritual realm, pointing you toward the place where answers are waiting. They are not allowed to hand it to you physically, but they can stir the atmosphere, place signs, and give you unshakable feelings that guide you like a compass. Trust those movements, because they are not illusions. The hidden money is more than physical, it is symbolic of blessings and opportunities that were delayed but not denied. As it comes into your awareness, you will feel a release in your spirit, as if chains that you carried for years suddenly break apart. That is the moment heaven has been preparing for you. The revelation is becoming heavier, like a storm cloud that has been waiting for years to finally break. Your loved one in heaven is pressing urgently because they know this truth has been buried under layers of silence and secrecy. What was once hidden in darkness is about to be uncovered in the light. The presence around this message is not soft, it is sharp and insistent. They are almost shaking you in the spirit, making sure you do not ignore what is stirring in your life right now. This is the exact hour for the unveiling, and nothing can stop it from reaching you. Your family member's voice echoes with both love and urgency. They do not want you to miss what was promised, because once the revelation arrives, it will not only affect you but those connected to your future. They are telling you that this is about more than survival, it is about stepping into the fullness of destiny. Archangel Michael says, "The forces of heaven are aligned with you now." The angelic host is moving pieces in the unseen, ensuring that no interference can block what has already been written in your name. You are standing under divine surveillance, and everything is being shifted to favor you. The suspense surrounding this message is deliberate because if everything were revealed too quickly, others could attempt to sabotage it. This is why heaven is controlling the pace, allowing truth to rise step by step. Each sign, each dream, each sudden remembrance is part of this unfolding divine process. I can see your loved one showing me a chest, locked and sealed, but the lock is already beginning to break. That chest represents not only physical money or resources but also the blessings of your bloodline that were unfairly kept from you. The sound of breaking chains is already echoing in the spirit. The urgency is undeniable. They want you to pay attention now, not later, because the window of this revelation is already opening. What you choose to notice, believe, and act upon in this moment will shape how quickly the blessing lands in your hands. You may begin to feel restlessness in the days ahead, as if something is pressing at the edges of your awareness. That is the confirmation that heaven is drawing near, and your family member's message is about to break through in a way you cannot ignore. Type Amen to get God's blessing 4545. The suspense now shifts into clarity. The hidden money is linked to unfinished matters in your family line. There were documents that were not properly handled, agreements that were left unresolved, and words that were spoken in silence but never written down. Heaven has kept track of all of it, and now the correction is coming. Do not let fear convince you that this blessing is too far away. Your loved one is reminding you that what belongs to you cannot be stolen forever. Even if people tried to rewrite the story, the truth has been preserved and is now being delivered. I see them smiling, even in their urgency, because they know how this will change your life once it fully comes into the light. The peace in their eyes tells me that this revelation will not harm you, it will heal you. It will give you closure for old wounds and hope for the future. The money they speak of is not just numbers on paper, it is a symbol of divine justice. It is the physical confirmation of heaven's word that you were not forgotten, that your suffering was not overlooked, and that your destiny is intact. What was delayed is about to arrive. Type Amen to get God's blessing. 17:17. The voice from heaven grows louder in my spirit. You cannot ignore this moment. Pay attention to the signs. They are warning you because distractions will come, trying to steal your focus. But if you remain alert, you will catch the clues being placed in your path. This family member knows how long you have struggled, how many nights you wondered if anything would ever change. They do not want you to lose faith now when you are so close to the turning point. They are urging you to hold on, because what you've been waiting for is closer than it seems. I see a table being prepared in the spirit realm, as if everything is being laid out for you. Each item represents pieces of truth being brought together into one clear picture. Soon, what felt scattered will make sense, and you will see how everything was leading to this. The suspense is almost unbearable now, but that is because the release is near. Like the final moment before a sealed door bursts open, the tension means you are seconds away from breakthrough. And when it happens, it will not be small, it will be undeniable. Type Amen to get God's blessing. 30:30. Archangel Michael says, you are not walking alone in this. Even now, angels are surrounding the situation, holding back interference and preparing you for what is coming. Their presence is thick in the atmosphere of your life, even if you cannot see them with your eyes. The family member speaking through this message is insistent that you do not dismiss what feels unusual. They are orchestrating moments, moving through signs, and pulling you closer to the truth every single day. The pattern is too consistent to be coincidence, it is divine alignment. They want you to trust your inner knowing, because that is where their message will land first. When your spirit stirs without reason, when you feel an unexplained pull, that is their signal. That is how heaven communicates when something too important for words must be understood. You are on the edge of discovery, and they are making sure you are ready. The suspense is not to confuse you, it is to prepare you so that when the blessing comes, you will embrace it fully and not push it away out of fear. Type Amen to get God's blessing. 52:52. The air around this message carries a strange heaviness, almost as if unseen eyes are watching and waiting. Your family member in heaven knows this is not just about revealing truth but about breaking chains that have lingered for generations. What they are about to disclose is something you could not have discovered on your own, which is why their intervention has come at this exact moment. They are showing me the image of doors, old wooden doors that have been locked for far too long. These doors represent the secrecy of the past, the silence that kept you in the dark, and the missed opportunities that slipped away. But the hinges are loosening, and soon you will walk through with confidence. This revelation has weight, not only because of the money it represents but also because of what it means for your identity. It will show you that you were always meant for more, that you were not overlooked or forgotten in your family's story. What was hidden was never gone, it was simply waiting for you to be strong enough to hold it. The urgency is not without reason. If you delay or ignore the nudges, someone else may try to step in and confuse the story. But your family member in heaven will not allow lies to win, and they are pressing on your heart to keep you alert until the moment of discovery. Type Amen to get God's blessing. 60:60. There is a sense of unfinished business tied to this hidden money. It feels like something that was meant to be passed down but was interrupted by human choices, mistakes, or fear. Yet heaven has preserved it for you, ensuring that what was meant to arrive will not be lost forever. I see them holding out a letter in the spiritual realm, as if words that were never spoken are finally being written. That letter represents truth, clarity, and direction, all the things you have been craving as you try to piece together the missing fragments. Soon, what was confusing will become undeniable. The energy is not just about finances, it's also about generational healing. When you receive what was hidden, it will not only bless you but will also break patterns of lack, silence, and secrecy that travel through your family line. This is why the urgency is so strong. The blessing is both personal and generational. Your loved one is speaking firmly, do not give up now. You are closer than ever before. Their voice carries strength, reminding you that even in your weakest moments, you are being carried toward this unveiling. The suspense you feel is proof that the door is about to swing wide. Type Amen to get God's blessing. 8484. Archangel Michael says, "What is yours has already been marked and sealed by heaven's authority." Even if people tried to change the story, the seal has not been broken, and the truth will always return to its rightful owner. That seal is now being opened in front of you, revealing what was always destined to be in your hands. The hidden money is not a random blessing, it is a divine tool. With it, doors will open for your stability, for your future, and for your purpose. Heaven is not giving this to you so that it slips through your fingers but so that it empowers you to step into your rightful position. Your family member is urging you to trust the process, even if it feels slow. They see the frustration you carry and the doubts that try to whisper lies into your mind. But they are assuring you that every delay had purpose, and every setback was only making the timing perfect. The suspense is like the final moment before a curtain rises. You have been waiting in the dark, wondering what will come next, but soon the light will flood in and the hidden truth will be revealed. That moment will leave you speechless, yet grateful. Type Amen to get God's blessing. 9999. I can feel the atmosphere of breakthrough pressing closer now. It is as though the barriers that once held everything back are cracking apart, unable to hold the weight of heaven's decree any longer. What once seemed immovable is now trembling under the power of revelation. Your family member in heaven is smiling, though their eyes are filled with deep emotion. They know how hard the journey has been, how much pain you've carried, and how many silent battles you've fought. They want this blessing not just for your hands, but for your heart. The suspense has been long, but it has shaped you. Every unanswered question, every moment of lack, every silence from the past has prepared you for this very hour. Now, you will not only receive what was hidden but also understand why it had to wait for now. This is not the end of a chapter, it is the opening of an entirely new book in your life. What comes with this revelation will shift how you see yourself, how others see you, and how you walk into the future. And heaven is rejoicing because you are ready to carry it. Type Amen to get God's blessing. 4444.